Good morning student, welcome here in this YouTube channel initiated by Gnanmanjari Modern School. Unit number 4, Truly Beautiful Mind. We are discussing about the genius, the only genius who is Albert Einstein is equal to genius, that is believed. Many theories, many research he has just done, and in last video we came to know about the interesting facts about his life. He was brother boring when he was child. Even his mother didn't believe that this child could do anything in future. Not even any single teacher. Means any teacher from his school believed that Einstein could do anything good in his life. Means according to his parents, according to his headmasters, according to his all teachers, Einstein was just useless, and he just created history. And we know that the marriage life of Einstein, and yes, that episode or that event and episode of his life when his sister was born. At that time he just asked that where is her wills. So he was so obsessed with machines and machinery items. He just met Mileva, and he completed his study. After that he met that lady whom he just loved, and he was working in one office. Up to this we have discussed. Okay, so in this video that a further portion will be discussed. Please keep a textbook with you. So here we are here on page number 48, paragraph number 9. One of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity, according to which time and distance are not absolute. So his theory related time and distance, and that was it was famous in 1905. Indeed, two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again after a journey if one of them has been moving very fast relative to other. And in this theory he just taught that, or he just proved that two same clock will not give us the same time. From this followed the world's most famous formula which describes the relationship between mass and energy. E is equal to mc square. Thus theory that we all know about. In this mathematical equation, E stands for energy, m for mass, and c for speed of the light in vacuum. About when you sit with a nice girl for 2 hours, it seems like 2 minutes. When you sit on a hot stove for 2 minutes, it seems like 2 hours. That relativity. So here he has presented that the theory of relativity, and he has given where he has described it very properly. So he just told that when you sit with a nice girl, so 2 hours just seems like 2 minutes, and when you sit on the stove at that time, those two minutes seems like 2 hours, and that is called relativity. That is that Einstein has given that theory. Here we got one word, that is absolute. Measured in itself, not in relation to anything else. Paragraph number 10. While Einstein was solving the most difficult problems in physics, his private life was unraveling. So he was now busy in that solving the problem of physics. At that time his personal life was disturbed. Albert had wanted to marry Mileva right after finishing his study, but his mother was against it. She thought Mileva, who was 3 years older than her son, was too old for him. She was also bothered by Mileva's intelligence. She is a book like you, his mother said. Einstein put the wedding off. So when he was busy in solving this physics formula, at that time his personal life was so disturbed, and it was disturbed by his mother, we can say, because Einstein wanted to marry Mileva after finishing his this research related physics, but his mother believed that Mileva was more intelligent than Einstein, and Mileva was just like Einstein. So she told that Mileva was a book like you, and you two together will not be successful as a couple. So after hearing that, Einstein didn't put off that marriage, means he just cancelled his marriage. Here we have that unraveling, it means starting to fail. And one of the thing for cancellation of this marriage was Mileva was 3 years old than Einstein. So that was bothering for Einstein's mother. 11 number, the pair finally married in January 1903. So at that time Einstein just cancelled his marriage, but in 1903 this Mileva and this Einstein got married and had 2 sons. But a few years later, the marriage faltered. Mileva, meanwhile, was losing her intellectual ambition and becoming an unhappy housewife. After years of constant fighting, the couple finally divorced in 1990. Einstein married his cousin Elsa as the same year. Okay, so finally in 1905, that couple got married. But what happened after marriage? Mileva just started losing his intellectual power, and he was unhappy as a housewife. So they got divorced in 1990, and when he just got divorced with Mileva in 1990, he got married second time with his cousin Elsa. Here we have one word, that is faltered. Faltered means became weak. Paragraph number 12. Einstein's new personal chapter coincided with his rise to world fame. Coincided means to occur at the same time. So when he just got married second time with Elsa, that was the time when he just started becoming famous. Means his good time was started. So another word is, just a minute student. Number 4 is coincided. It means occurred at the same time. So Einstein's new personal chapter started with his rise to world fame. In 1915, he had published his general theory of relativity, which provided a new interpretation of gravity. So it was 1915 times when he just first time published his theory of relativity, and it has new interpretation of gravity. An eclipse of the sun in 1990 brought proof that it was accurate. Einstein had correctly calculated in advance the extent to which the light from fixed stars would be deflected through the sun's gravitation field. The newspaper proclaimed his work as a scientific revolution. So in 1990 there was an eclipse, and after that eclipse his theory of relativity proved successful and accurate, and newspaper proclaimed his work as a scientific revolution. Deflected means change direction because it hit something. Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. He was showered with honors and invitations from all over the world and lauded by praise. So after the theory of relativity, he was famous and he was awarded with many awards. He was awarded and he was just praised by the leaders from all over the world. Here we have one word, that is lauded, and lauded means praise. So please you note down these 6 words. After that we'll go for paragraph number 14. Please note down. Very interesting unit this is, students. We came to know about many interesting and unknown facts about Einstein's life. We didn't know about this. Paragraph number 14. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to United States. So it was time of 1933 when these Nazis came into power in Germany, and Einstein himself shifted to US. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. Many of them had fled from fascism just as Einstein had, and now they were afraid the Nazis could build and use an atomic bomb. So 5 years later, the discovery that fission discovery. Fission means here the act of splitting. It was related to bomb. And in an uproar means very upset. So many of them had fled from fascism just as Einstein had, and now they were afraid of Nazis could build and use an atomic bomb. So at that time these many physicists and Einstein just fled from fascism, and they were afraid of that these Nazis could become very terrific, and they would just start making atomic bomb. Number 15 paragraph. At the urging of colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to American President Franklin D. Roosevelt on 2nd August 1939, in which he warned. So it was a letter written by Einstein on 2nd August 1939, and in that letter he has warned American President. Here are the words. A single bomb of this type exploded in a port might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surrounding territories. So he was just describing the effect of that bomb. So he just warned that American president that if he would not pay attention on this matter, then it could be total destruction in near future because of this atomic bomb. His words did not fail to have an effect. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own and dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. So in return, that the words didn't have that much effect, and instead of that, Americans secretly made atomic bomb, and they just dropped those bombs on Japan, which we have discussed in history portion of SS. in two cities, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki, 1945. Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction, and it was a highly destruction. That bomb has just destructed everything. This time he brought a public missive to the United Nations. Missive means a letter specially long and official. Number 9 is MISSIVE, missive. It means letter, especially long and official. In it he proposed the formation of a world government, and in that letter he just put a proposal. He just requested to form a world government. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no effect. So that letter to Roosevelt wouldn't create any effect. So just same thing happened here. This letter couldn't create any kind of effect on people. But over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in politics, agitating for an end to the arm building up and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. So Einstein has decided to work in the field of peace. So he just joined political parties and he just joined political agitations. Agitations means debate, and he just started using his popularity and started establishing a campaign, and through that he just started sending message of peace and democracy, agitating. It means debate. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as scientific genius. So it was 1955 year, and at the age of 76, Einstein was died, and he was celebrated as a visionary. Visionary means a person who can think about the future in an original and intelligent way, and he was also celebrated as a scientific genius too. So another keyword we got here is visionary. A person who can think about the future in an original and intelligent way. So this is our Einstein, and this is his life and his all the theories and research and all. We are very thankful to Einstein for this much successful research and theory. Here we have ended this unit number 4. You have some time to note down these new words. Please note down. Okay students, still we have time. So today I am going to start another poem of the syllabus, that is poem number 3, Rain on the Roof. Very easy and short poem it is. So it will be completed in this video. Cord Skinny has written this. The name of the poem is Rain on the Roof. When the sky is covered with dark clouds and it starts raining, have you ever listened to the patter of soft rain on the roof? So this question is for us. When this rain is there and when this when this dark cloud starts raining, at that time we have rain, and we have that patter, means that rainy drops sound. What thoughts flashed through your mind as you heard this melody of nature? Read the poem to find out what the poet dreamed of while listening to the rain. So here our poem is about rain. Our poet is thinking something when he has rain. So poet is telling here that when you have rain and you have this sound of nature, at that time which thoughts are there in your mind? Here poet too has some thoughts. So let's see what poet is thinking while he has having rain. First stanza: when the humid shadows hover over all the starry fields, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the rain overhead. So he is telling that when the humid shadow hover means float in the air. He is telling that when air is full of humid shadows of dark clouds, over all the starry spheres. Starry means full of stars and sphere means area. So when these kind of humid shadows were floating in the sky, and at that time this area became starry, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. And poet is telling that it was the darkness, but it was a darkness of melancholy. Melancholy means sadness. So poet was sad when he had rain. Why he was sad? Let's see. Gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed. So it was a blissful thing, it was a pleasure thing that when rain was outside, at that time poet was there in the cottage and he was there in the bed and he was pressing his pillow. By doing that he just got a warmth, because atmosphere was little bit cold, melancholy and full of humid shadows. Here humid shadows means poet's memory. And lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Patter means that rainy sound. Rain is that raindrops were falling on the roof. So that sound made poet sad. Poet was thinking about the memories, and those memories were not happy memories, and that's why he was feeling that melancholy darkness, means he was surrounded by the memories of his childhood, which was not good memories. Second stanza: every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. Tinkle is given here and shingles too. Tinkle means short light ringing sound. And shingles means rectangular wooden tiles used on roof. So it was a sound of rainy drops. The short and light sound has an echo in heart. So when he just heard this sound, he just got echo of that sound in his heart. And 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start. And with that tinkle and this shingles, and which made echo in poet's heart, that was the time when thousands of memories came to poet's mind, and thousands recollections weave their air threads into woof. And with this kind of sound and these memories, thousands of recollection means thousands of memories started weaving their air thread into woof. Woof means the thread woven across the loom. Threads woven across the loom. So using the thread of those memory, this air was started making a long strip of memories. When poet heard this tinkle and shingles, at that time thousands of recollection, thousands of memories started building their own houses in poet's mind. As I listened to the patter on the rain upon the roof, and all the things happened when he just heard the pattering sound of rain on the roof. Third stanza. Now third stanza, poet is talking about specially his childhood memory. Now in memory comes my mother as she used in years ago. So finally we came to know that about which poet was sad. Why did poet feel sadness, melancholy? What was the reason behind poet's sadness? So here, when he just heard this tingle and shingles and this pattering sound of roof, at that time poet's mother's memory came to his mind and heart. Now in memory comes my mother as she used in years ago. Ago means ago. To regard the darling dreamers, ere she left them till the dawn. Ere means old poetic word for before. So poet was telling that her mother used to come before, means his mother used to come frequently in his memory many times. So when she just left this world, means when she just left poet in childhood, from that time his mother used to came to in poet's dream, in poet's memory. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I listen to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Oh, I feel the fond look on me, means she was so kind, she was so generous, she was so beautiful. So her face, his mother's face made poets day as well as night very pleasant. As I listen to this refrain, refrain means a repeated part of a song or poem. Hear the sound of rain, and list means old poetic word for listen. So first you just note down this, after that we will go for these two lines. As list to this refrain which is played upon the shingle. Number 8, list means listen, and refrain means sound of rain. So he list to his refrain means when he just listen the sound of rain which is played upon the shingle, and those rain sound was playing upon the shingle. Shingle means pebbles too, by the patter of the rain. So when this rain came, the pattering sound of these rain's drops was falling on the pebbles, and those pebbles sound he just heard or he just listened, and with that listening he just got the memory of his mother. His mother face was so generous, so kind, that he just could get warmth through the face of his mother. So this is rain on the roof. Here poet wanted to show his love for his mother. He was just became nostalgic about his childhood memory. When rain came, he just started thinking about all the childhood days he had spent with his mother, and he was very affectionate toward his mother. Means the connection with his mother was just heavenly connection. He just believed that, and that's why he just got that memory and echo of this his mother's memory and echo in his heart when he just heard the sound of rain. So this is rain on the roof, students. This is for today. Now it's time to give you homework. So write new words of Unit 4 and this poem 3. So you have to write the new words of this Unit 4 Einstein and this poem number 3. We'll meet again in next video with new chapter or poem. Okay, till then take care. Bye.